What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my Twisted Lyf of Poetry. I am Poetry. You are here for a random ass live stream. Hopefully, I'm going to my water app. Really don't have any plans or anything big to talk about. I forgot to grab my mic. So let's see what we get. Let me go to my car. Hey. I gotta go grab my mic because I don't think y'all can hear me. So I'm gonna be right back real quick. Hey, Sass. Can you hear me? Am I kind of low? Do I need to go grab my mic? I forgot it's in the car. So that could be a quick run to go grab it. Hey, Justice Hamburg Taker. Hey, kind of low. All right, let me go grab my mic. I'll be right back. Y'all hang tight. I'm back. Thank y'all for waiting. Rita got all excited. I started running. Tim, my dog's a black dog. I started running. He started running. He won't know what I was running for. That's how average black people do. All right, here we go. I think we got sound. Where the hell is my clip? I don't have my clip. Ain't that some shit? We gonna figure some stuff out. Oh, improvise. Oh no, I haven't pressed it out yet. It's not pressed out. Well, it's kind of, sort of, almost in a funny kind of way. It's not pressed. I just washed it and I blowed it dry. So like when I do the blow dry, I do the pull and stretch method. Hold up, let me see. If I can clip that there and use the Velcro. We finna what they call niggery this. I'm not prepared for twist outs. I think that's better. No, so yeah, when I blow dried it, I just took it and I hold it and I just keep holding it like that to blow dry it. So it's just a stretch. But no, I was planning on flat ironing it. But I gotta pick up Keena soon. And then I just like finished this probably about 15 minutes ago. So I ain't had time to flat iron it too because I had to come over here and go live. So, you know, hey. First of all, let me thank y'all for coming on in here because I forgot, I didn't forget yesterday. Yesterday, I was in a bad damn mood, so I did not do the grown folk session. And today, I didn't really feel like doing specifically grown folk session, but I was gonna make this just like a free fall. We could talk about whatever the hell y'all wanna talk about. Nothing's off limits. Y'all know I've been silencing a few things, everything is there. Thank you, Anna. I'm trying. Like when it's poured out, I like the color better. Like last week I told y'all I didn't like the color. I wanted to go back black or dye it black to match my dark roots. But I don't know. So when I flat iron it, I'm gonna see how it look. I'm gonna try to keep my hair flat iron for a month. But like in the back, it's so short. Well, for me, it's short. It's like this part right here. It's like the shortest piece. But then like you see the pieces at the top of my head, it's so much further out. I got like almost 6 inches of shutdown. So what we finna do about this shutdown? Now they playing, girl, ain't they playing? Oh, I was reading up on that. The Democrats are basically saying, we gonna come out the shutdown. We gonna come out it sooner than later. But we not coming with a wall. So the Democrats are standing firm that they not gonna give in to this wall. And y'all know dumb Donald just having a hissy fit. So he had a whole meeting the other day with his staff, with some White House staff and everything. And normally he go in the meeting like, yeah, we know we gonna get this wall, we get this wall. And he went in the meeting this time and was like, yo, we fucking up. Girl, he canceling flights. Like Pelosi started it. I wasn't mad if Nancy Pelosi for started though, because like basically what she did, since there is a government shutdown, it doesn't make sense to have a White House State of the Union address, because there's White House staff and personnel that will have to be there that's not getting paid. All White House staff is not getting paid. Majority of them are, but some of the small peons they not getting. So she said we should move the State of the Union address until after we have after the shutdown is over. Well, so he got mad. So he said, okay, fine. Since it's a government shutdown, you don't need to be flying on the government plane. So he canceled her flight to Afghanistan. Now, she was taking her flight to Afghanistan in order to speak to the troops, to thank the troops for their service and their time. I think it was Afghanistan. Yeah, Afghanistan. To thank the troops for their service and their time. He canceled that flight altogether, right? So he canceled that flight. And then his old stank-ass wife, Melania, had the nerve to take a damn trip herself. Yeah, he giving out secrets. He giving out so many secrets. But yeah, then Melania ass took her ass on the trip to Mar-a-Lago. How the fuck she get to go take a damn trip? Say you driving in the rain, but listen, girl, don't you be typing in the rain. Don't do that. Don't do like me. Don't let me be a bad example for you, Miss Hawks. How you doing, girl? You get home safely. I'm only gonna be here on an hour, y'all, for real. Like usually I be saying I'm gonna be on a certain amount of time, and then we gonna cut it off. Cutting off at 9 because I gotta go pick up Keena from work. She gone today. But yeah, I don't know what they gonna do. Like right now, this is still considered to be a partial shutdown because only 800,000 people ain't going to work or ain't have an income. Like 800,000 people out of work. 500,000 of the people have to go to work without getting paid. Like the fuck I will. And then the other 300,000 is just laid off on furlough without pay. Now, I do know from being a government employee, when you furlough, you can get unemployment, but unemployment really ain't about. She's like $175 a week in Missouri. Who got snow? They hungry in a dang on snowstorm. Ain't they hungry? Bills ain't getting paid. At least I know in like St. Louis got that cold weather program, but you got to sign up for it before a certain date. So if you can't afford to pay your bills, then they won't trip off of you during the middle of the winter. But you got to sign up for it. And most people with a government job ain't worrying about the damn, cold weather rule. So I don't know. It's people, they've been gone for a long time. Snow, rain, and ice. I am so glad I moved from up north. I was like Midwest. I wasn't even up north. I was Midwest. I am so glad. Like we getting like a little cold chill coming through here. 48, 50 degrees. That's our cold. That's how we getting coming through here right now. But yeah, I'm so glad the snow and ice. I am so glad. I'm looking at my friends on Facebook like, I don't miss it. I don't miss it not one bit. I don't miss it not one bit. So like, y'all know anybody that's like affected by this shutdown? Like I know the food stamps supposed to be getting cut off soon, which food stamps is a federal program. Now these people work with, I'm tuned in. Okay. Why they talking to you? They need to log in, Sean. Hey, girl, hey. Planes sliding on the west. Why is planes on the west coast sliding? What are you talking about? Like upper north coast west, like San Francisco area because of the rain? Well, shoot, you know what? Like the flight control and aviations, they federal employees. So I know the TSA agents, they said 170 TSA agents have been calling off sick every day. They've been calling off sick every day. They not getting paid, so they calling off sick. I didn't know. Oh, goodness. I don't know. It's ice and snow got to be up north, like San Francisco area, Oakland, going up towards that way north. I'm like, on the west coast, snow and ice, woo-wee. I'm surprised they letting the planes fly. Usually they would delay or they would ground the plane until they have cleared off the ice because the ice be coming over the windows and stuff. I ain't about that life. I'm not no more. I'm not about that life anymore. So like, what y'all doing tonight? Everybody sitting here. I just decided to come on, like I said, because I didn't do grown folks session yesterday. I was in such a bad mood yesterday. North Dakota. Oh, yeah, I could believe it up in North Dakota. Yeah, they do de-ice the planes. Hey, Tina, what's going on? But she said up out west, they got planes sliding on the tarmac because of ice and snow. I hope people on the safe. I really do. I don't need to be turning on the news and talking about some plane crash or some people died. My mind can't take that today. I can't take that today. I was in such a bad mood. I was in a bad mood yesterday because I was ready to snatch my throat out of my daughter. she like said something real lippy at the mouth the other day. And it took me everything in me to not jump over the table and snatch her throat out. You know, so it put me in a bad mood. It took me like about 45 minutes to like settle my mind and say, you know what, so I let it go. But I still couldn't like get into the headspace to come on camera and talk to people. So yeah, I was just, I couldn't do it yesterday. And then on top of that, the damn light just cut out in the back of me. On top of that, the dude, remember the dude I told y'all about that I was with that ended up getting married on me in the middle of our relationship? He called me at like 1:30 in the morning talking about why am I being so cold to him? What did he do to me? Now, the last time he reached out to me, I think it was like a couple months ago. I don't remember because I ain't been looking at his text messages like that. He gave me a whole deep apology about how he did me wrong and how I've been right about everything I've been saying. And he truly wanted to be my friend and this, that, and the third. And, girl, I should, you know what? And the crazy thing was, he texted me from a number that I didn't know. But I knew it was him because it's only one person that calls me the name that he calls me, so I knew it was him. You say yesterday was pissed off folks day. I was in. And the thing was, like, when she said something lippy, you know, because me and Keena got a good relationship, but yesterday she said something lippy made me want to hurt her. And she was like throwing her cell phone. I was like, what you your cell phone for? And that's all she said was because I can. But no, you did not say that to me. Because I can. First of all, I paid for having that damn cell phone. And second of all, you don't talk to me. You forgot who the fuck you was talking to. So she was in a bad mood. Something was pissing her off. But then she snapped at me. And I was like, we was out at a restaurant. She was about to be, I was about to be, what is the word? I can't even say I was about to be orphan because she was about to be dead. But I had to calm myself because I was out in public. And then I was just in a bad headspace for the rest of the night. I just couldn't. I turned my phone off to probably about late at night. You say I sound like your mother. It was, we were sitting there, we was eating. And I don't know, she looked at her phone and she, childless, boy. Ooh, what to say? I brought you in this world, I take you out. That's how I was feeling. It just changed, but it changed my whole mood for the rest of the day. And I was just like, I'm done for the rest of the day. So like I came home, I watched a lot of TV. I watched the 31st season of Survivor. Y'all know I'm finna start reviewing Survivor on my channel. I love Survivor. And I used to have like a reality competition show, America's Next Top Model. And I don't do that no more, so I'm gonna start doing Survivor. And yeah. Okay, so y'all know, I said I wasn't gonna talk about this person on my channel, but I'm gonna do it today. Y'all know R. Kelly's manager has been arrested. I don't know what his exact charges are supposed to be being arrested for, but his manager got arrested. And what else happened? Sony Music dropped him from the label, is the rumor that I'm hearing. So, for me, I don't know why I took this documentary for people to like open their eyes. I guess, I mean, they've been had since 1984 at least 17 allegations. Say everybody being exposed now, but that's what I'm saying. He been being exposed. He done had 17 allegations since 1984. And then so now they put out a documentary and now all of a sudden now everybody like, oh my God, I didn't know. How the fuck you didn't know? People been talking about him for years. So it's just surprising to me that now all these companies now want to come out and say, okay, well, we're going to drop his music now. We're going to do it now. Why you didn't do it a long time ago? Like, it's the same allegations. Ain't nothing good. These ancient pastors and their sons are being exposed. Oh, I ain't heard about the pastors. They pastors and their sons. What's going on with the pastor? I heard about that one pastor. Is it Pastor Gray? I don't know who he is, but something about he had a side chick. And did his side chick get pregnant, if I'm not mistaken? Something like that. I saw somebody talk about that. I want to say, I think I saw that on James Colwell's channel. I don't remember. I didn't look at the whole thing. But what's going on with the pastors and their sons? I ain't know nothing about that. I've been kind of like I said, I've been kind of out of the loop on a lot of stuff today. I knew about the shutdown is still going on. I knew about the charges for R. Kelly's manager, him being not signed. Wendy Williams is hospitalized. And she still ain't coming back to her show. I think they keep pushing it back. The last date we got was like the 21st, but then she just got hospitalized. So R. Kelly was the sacrifice to bring down the rest. I don't know about that there. I really just think that people acting now because people making so much noise about it, and it's white people making noise about it now because they put it on Lifetime. Lifetime is a white channel. It's more demographics of white women watching Lifetime than it is almost any other viewer on the Lifetime network. And because so many white women saw that, and white women like, oh my God, the black man we've been fetishing for all these years, he done did all of this. So I think that's why it's been such a big thing for R. Kelly right now, because black women have been talking about him for years. I don't think he was a sacrificial lamb for nothing. So you have go ahead with your own theory. Tell me about it, girl. Tell me about it. But see, that's the same thing they said about Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby was supposed to be the catalyst. They was targeting him. They started bringing down everybody else. They was trying to take down the black men because of Bill. No, they're taking down these motherfucking predators. They do. If it wasn't for them being predatory, then nobody would be going after their ass. As far as these type of allegations, they might have did some other dumb shit, but these allegations. But yeah, what's your theory, Justice? Let me know. Let me know. Anybody else got any theories on that, or y'all heard anything else about the? Have y'all seen the Cardi B and the City girl? I think it's what City somebody. They twerk video. Everybody been talking about this video on Twitter. So I had to go to see the video myself. And it is just ass bouncing for days. Left and right, just ass everywhere. They want certain women to stop going after black men, but they want the black women too. Bouncing for days. Sass, you seen that video too. Ass just pop. And like, I don't know if I was the only one, because y'all know I'm like superficial. I was the only one sitting in the video like, her ass ain't real. Her ass ain't real. Maybe I'm hating. Maybe I'm hating because my booty don't move like that. I tried to twerk like that, and I only got one cheek that can move in that fashion. But they was twerking they asses off. And them motherfucking girls on them damn poles, I'm telling you, I can't be a pole dancer, but I am fascinated by the strength it takes to be a pole dancer. Be up on them damn poles, just hanging with your legs. Cardi B came down that motherfucking pole. I was like, God doggy. Some witches say it's reason for the push of interracial dating. Got to do with the sun and 400-year curse. Oh. Okay, Justice, I think you lost me there. Okay, so from what you're talking about, you think that the whole R. Kelly thing or the Pastors and the Sons thing you was talking about, like I said, I didn't know nothing about Pastors and Sons. I heard Wildin' Out. Is that the push for interracial dating? Or is that, condemning black men is the push for interracial dating? I'm not clear on what you're saying. Gotta clear that up for me, girl. But yeah, that video, if you haven't seen that video, just watch for yourself. Watch for yourself. I've been trying to get them booty cheeks twerking like that, but I just can't do it. I mean, they was moving. I was like, how you get your ass moving fast? First slaves came here in 1619. It's 2019. Now the sons raised are an issue. Melanin helps. Okay, I understand that. Oh, okay. Okay, I understand what you're saying about, so push for interracial dating because it has something to do with the sun. White folks getting fucked up because of the sun. If they got more melanin mixed in with their blood, then it can help, help stop damage against the sun. But what did that have to do with R. Kelly or Bill Cosby or the Pastors and the Sons? That's why I'm confused on, because you said you had a theory about that. And I was like, okay, so that's why I was waiting to hear this theory. How did that tie in? Hey, Raphael, I have not been back to your channel, yo, man. Did you get the job, bruh? That's what I want to know. Did you get the job? Okay, they want the melanin, black men. Okay. All right, so Justice, I understand what you're saying. I feel you. I understand the theory or the concept about what you're saying. I just don't understand how it applies to what we was talking about. That's where you lost me at. So I'm confused about where they come in. So, so they bringing them down. Black men taking all the women, so they bringing them down. Okay. Hey, Linnell, I saw you, girl. Hey, girl, hey. Say she ain't roof tonight. Let me see. On that. Okay. So the theory is, got something to do with the sun. The sun is fucking up people that ain't got melanin. If you sleep with men, that's black men, your baby's getting melanated. It helps protect your babies against the sun in this new generation, is what they're saying. Okay, so they trying to take black men down. Okay, I'm gonna hold that thought right there. They trying to hold the thought, but they still need the melanin, so they take the black women. So they trying to get rid of the black men from black women, so we can dating white men, is what you're saying, or start dating. Hey, Raphael got the job. Raphael got the job. Raphael got the job. Ooh, ooh. Okay. So I get what you're trying to say, Justice. That they trying to remove the black man from the black household so they could have the black women. Still do a whole lot of melanin mixing, is what you're saying. I hear you. I understand that theory. I heard where people come from, but I still don't see what the fuck that got to do with R. Kelly. R. Kelly was just a motherfucking predator that need to go down. I don't think he is part of any type of conspiracy to remove the black man from the household. It just don't fit to me. Neither Bill Cosby either. A predator is a predator is a predator. You moved it from the white women too. Oh, they need to be removed, period. Period. Hey, naughty girl, what's going on? Hey, naughty girl. Yeah, I just think that going after predatory ass men, I just think this is for me, it just don't make no sense that going after predatory men is what's gonna help interracial dating. I just don't see it. It just, yeah, maybe I'm missing something. By doing this, all black men are being side-eyed now. This is what I think fucked up. I think feminism, the feminism movement as a whole, is one of the things that help hinder the black family as a whole. Yet at the same time, it's the actions of our black men that is helping the situation. It's helping whatever agenda that may be out there. If our brothers wasn't participating in a lot of the stereotypes, us as sisters wouldn't be looking at them side-eye. But yeah, overall, like for me, I got a lot of issues with our brothers. I do. But for me, I still say ain't no better man for me than a black man. I don't care how flawed they are. So at the same time too, then it becomes the woman as well that needs to take a look at what they're going to be willing to accept from outside sources. So if we side-eye them, then we are the ones that's falling into this whole stereotypical agenda of whatever the agenda may be. Because now we're the ones side-eye them. So that's on us, for us to be looking at our men sideways and looking at our men crazy because somebody else told us to do so. We have to have faith in our own people and our own men, despite what outside sources try to put into our minds. So, I mean, it's part of the weight falls on us in that situation. But we all know it all comes from, systematic racism. It all stems from there. It's just a cycle. It's a repeated cycle. But it's up to us, especially in 2019, in this day and age, for us to stop sitting back accepting all the bullshit that we hear from everybody on the outside sources about our own people. Like, we don't need to, I really don't feel like a need to keep defending our blackness to any other race of people. If, like, I mean, we know that we are the societal threat is the way I want to say it. There was a study that came out though, I want to say a couple years ago, that was kind of like leaning on to what you was talking about, that they said in like 50 years, biracial people are going to be the majority of any other race of people. And I didn't even know, biracial was a race, but I guess they are. Some of these community seekers need to be exposed. Yeah, a lot of that stuff what happens in our house stays in our house. A lot of that bullshit needed to go away a long time ago. We taught to keep closed mouths. Coming up, don't put our business out in the street. And like some things need to be brought to the table. Even I ain't necessarily saying it got to be brought to the white man's table, but we need, as a community, we need to stick together and speak on it. But so many of it was like an article in Time magazine, Tina, that said that the biracial people were supposed to be the new majority, which is the funny thing that they always say to me about when they say biracial. When they say biracial, they always say black and white, as if no other races of people, or black and white is the only two races that exist. So they leaving out any others, but they saying that black and white people, they even had like an image of what people are supposed to look like within 50 years. And based off of race mixing. They say if everyone is mixed in racism, I think I don't know who said that lie. I mean, just think about colorism within the black community itself. We have our own set of racism within our own community, just based off colorism, based off of who's lighter, who's darker. Back in the 60s and 70s, they had the paper bag test. They had the blue vein test. If you could see your veins through your arms and you was perfect, and we taken those, like I say, outside influences, and we brought them into our own community, and we still to this day use them against each other. I mean, it's every day I see something on YouTube or on Twitter or Instagram. Is black and white considered the other? Or once you're mixed with black, you're black? It used to be once you're mixed with black, you're black. It used to be that one drop rule. That once you mix with 1% of black, then you're considered black. But a lot of things, like dealing with colorism itself, just speaking about black people, a lot of black people don't like to claim biracial people. They don't claim him as black. Like, remember Jesse Williams, the actor Jesse Williams? Black men was pissed off he was speaking for black men because they said he wasn't black because his mother's white. But they claimed, like I just say that, but they claimed Obama. I don't know if they claimed Obama because his name was Obama Hussein. His daddy was from Africa. They disregarded the fact that he has a white mom. They claimed him as a black man. But Jesse Williams, Alicia Keys, they claim her as black. They claim Mariah Carey is black. Who else do they claim is black? We as black people are really selective of who's black and who's not. Let's see. And it's weird because they say the same about Drake. Right. That Drake's biracial. He's on Team Black though. That singer Halsey. When you see Halsey, you think of white girl. Halsey is biracial. Her father's black, her mother is white. But they claim her to be white. She is like one person that's always like, no, I'm not white, I'm biracial. And she says, but she calls herself a black woman. But when you look at her, you wouldn't think black woman. And so the typical black person say, no, she ain't black. So yeah, we real selective of who you want to claim or bring to the barbecue. We sit down the rest of them out. I think it's their physical appearance because Obama looks black. Okay, I'm speaking of that. Now, I don't know if y'all watched my Roswell recap. I got to do an apology on my Roswell recap for next week. I was so pissed off looking at that damn show. I was like, they added in the gay couple. They got a disabled man. They added in the Latina. They added in the Native American. And they've been claiming Mariah's black forever. And So they added in all these people, and I was like, where the fuck is the black person? They ain't got one black person in this whole show. I was bitching about that. My whole first 10 minutes of my Roswell recap is me bitching about the fact they ain't got black people in this show. And I said, they could at least made the girl Maria black, her best friend. Come to find out, Maria is black. To me, Maria was not, she doesn't look black. But she is African American. Her mother and her father are both African American, but she has very fair features. She has very thin haired. She's not really coily. So now it's just gonna be light against dark. That's what it seemed like, light against dark. And so I didn't know that girl was black. Like every movie that I've seen her in, she has played a Latina person, and she is an African American person. So like we just can't look at people and say you ain't black. I mean, I have had so many people come to me and argue with me about my blackness. They tell me that I have to be mixed with something because my hair grows long, because my hair gets a wavy texture, that I'm have to be mixed with something. And I'm like, no, I'm mixed with black and black. But it's just like unfathomable that I can't be mixed. And I'm like, I'm black and black. That's what I am. My mama black, my daddy black, they mama daddy black, they mama daddy black. If you keep going back, the skin tones gets darker and darker and darker. And then I think it's some Native Indigenous Americans in there, some kind of word. I don't remember. I think my great grandmama, somewhere around there, and she was like charcoal. So it's like, but so they tell me that I'm mixed with something, and I'm just like no. And like even though, oh shoot. And like the black people have the dominant gene, and like when I been tracing my ancestry. I remember I did the ancestry DNA test, so I did that so I could trace back to where my roots came from. And you say you mix with Henny and Coke. I got my Wawa. That's all I got right now. You say you mix with. So yeah, I did my ancestry DNA test. And on the ancestry, they allow you to search Census Bureau records. And so far, I've been able to trace back to 1842. And all the way back to 1842, we've been black people. I had one person, I think it was like 1841. His name was King Caesar. He originated in New Zealand, but he was still a black person that originated from New Zealand. So it's like, I don't know where the white gene supposedly slipped into my family, because at least for the last 200 years, we've been black on black on black on black. So, yeah, looks can be deceiving. I mean, y'all seen some of my people in my family, looks can be deceiving. My cousin, she may step in here tonight. She's always been told that her mother was a white woman. And when I went back through all the Census Bureau records, they have her listed as a black woman, plus her parents. And I think my cousin and her family are in like serious denial that maybe she wasn't really white, that she was just a black person that was passing, because a lot of black people were passing for white back in the day. But they argued me tooth and nail. No, she was a white woman. She was a white woman. I was like, that ain't what the Census Bureau record. I mean, they could be wrong too. They could be wrong too. But you got generations from not just her, from her parents and then her grandparents as well. And they started from England, and they still were listed as black people coming in from England. So, you know. So my great-grandfather and great-grandfather was white, and my skin is browner than most. Yeah, as I say, so yes, it's hard to just look at people and say what race you are. And like I said, being here in Orlando, this is such a melting pot of people from different countries and cultures and ethnicities. I can't tell who's who half the time. I can't tell who. It's a sister next to me at work. She is so melanated. I don't even know if it's something kinkier than 4C. Like she like a 7 something. Her is kinky. She's 6'2". She's a Latina. She's from Panama, but she's still a black Latina. But you know, if you just walk up to her, you probably assume she's a black American. And that's another thing. A lot of people, when they use the term black, they only consider Americans, because if you go outside of the United States, usually black people outside of the United States don't say they're black. They say whatever. They say they're African British, or they're Jamaican, or or they just say West Indians. Yeah, Panamanians, they just, oh my goodness, they do have lovely skin. So yeah, usually outside of these here United States, they don't claim to be black. They claim to be whatever. Like I said, they Jamaican, they British, they are they African from whatever part of Africa they from. Because they had slavery there in Panama. They had slavery everywhere, Linnell. I mean, everywhere. A lot of these communities in the Caribbean were already populated with people of African cultures, of African nations. So when slavery began, the Europeans, along mainly like Spanish at that particular time, the Spanish Europeans, they are the ones who colonized and enslaved on the West Indian communities. Like when Christopher Columbus supposedly was coming to America in 1492, Christopher Columbus was looking for the fucking West Indies. The bitch got lost and he ended up here in America. But they was looking for the West Indies because they were already bringing slaves back and forth to the West Indies, and they were already enslaving people there. So it was black people in America before Columbus already came. Even though the passage of slavery supposed to begin 500 years ago, there was black people in America before slavery even happened, before Christopher Columbus even brought his old trifling ass here and got lost bringing his ass over here. The oldest bones that was found is a black woman that's found here in North America. So, I mean, it's evidence left and right that is proof that black people was here long before Columbus came. A lot of white people, I don't know why y'all believe y'all started everything. People always assume that black people's history started with slavery. Our history came way before then. The Americano V guy found America. Yeah, Americo Vespucius, that's his name. When I lived in Costa Rica, I was only there for 3 weeks, but if I had to live in a Latin community, Costa Rica would be it. Oh, I loved it there. I didn't like the lady that I was living with much, but I loved it there. And they have like Americo Vespucio down in Costa Rica. Girl, I know what you meant. And Costa Rica, I don't know if people know this, Costa Rica does not have a military. The president of their country walks around the street like a regular old person. Like I saw him at the grocery store, like, hey, what up, dog? That's how unified them as a people are. They still have the classism, they still have the racism there as well, but they still are unified as far as the government and military. And Americo Vespucius was the last person that came there to try to take over that country, and they fucked him up. They fucked him clean up. But it's like amazing to me, like like my ex-boyfriend, he's from Guyana, which is a country that's in South America. But the Guyanese don't consider themselves to be American, even though they're in South America. Like when people say American, they only look at North America, even though Canada is in America, Mexico is in America, Panama is in America, because that's Central America, Brazil is America, but they don't call themselves Americans. The United States are the only ones that call themselves Americans, because it sounds stupid to call us United Statians. So we are called Americans. But yeah, I had an argument with him. I was like, you American too? He's like, I'm not American, I'm Guyanese. I was like, you from South America, you American. And so, but yeah. So yeah, I think like when people say American and when people say American and when they say black, they always associate that with the United States of America. If you're black from anywhere else. But yeah, Americo Vespucius, oh, yes, I remember that story. A little short fucker trying to go over there and take over the world. Like, say, it was a lot of Spanish people. And when I say Spanish, I mean people from Spain that was dominating a lot of the different countries, the smaller worlds. Do I prefer black or African American? I actually have no preference. I have no preference at all. You can call me black, you can call me African American. It doesn't bother me either way. Like when I go to Spanish speaking countries, because this is the only one I learned, I don't say that I am. I think they like to tell us, like to say we're from Estados Unidos. I will always say that I'm Afro-Americano. So I always say African American, or I would say I was Negro Americano, so which is Black American. So yeah, I don't have any preference at all. I know a lot of people are really serious about whether or not they want to be called Black or be called Black American. Hey, Ty, what's going on? Hey, girl, hey. Girl, I just got your message this morning because I was having a bad day. Your little Keena girl got me yesterday. I had to sign off. For a minute. But yeah, I have no problem being called Black or African American. I think a lot of people, you like Black, Ty? A lot of people don't want to be associated with African American because they don't feel they have a genuine connection with Africa. They be like, I'm not from Africa. Although, like, if you go to, let's say New York, let's pick New York as a city. New York has a lot of Italians. Majority of those Italians are born right here in America, but they still call themselves Italian. They are Italian Americans. Go to Chinatown. A lot of them people in Chinatown are born right here in America, but they still will associate with being Korean or being Vietnamese. We as Black people are the only ones that do not, we are the only ones that as I'm gonna say a 50-50 split, don't want to associate with Africa. Oh, somebody just gave me a super chat from. Woo, Tiger. Thank you so much. I love you too. I love you too. Man, I appreciate that. I'm like, woo. I saw that pop up, like, I got flustered. But so like, okay, and I think with us as Black people in America, because we don't know what country. Hey, Keisha Charmaine, what's going on, girl? I think because we don't know what country in Africa that we originate from, then we don't want to say we're African American, because Africa is a continent. I don't know, a lot of people still think Africa is a country. It's a fucking continent with, I don't think, like 52 countries within it. I think that's the right number, 52. So to say we're African American, we are claiming the whole country, but we're still not identifying where in Africa that we may be from. Like most African people that I know, they don't say that they're African. They say they Nigerian. They say they Somalian. They Kenyan. They identify with the country. So just to say African American, we don't have a country to identify with. But like, yeah, like the Italians, they would be Sicilian. They would be, say because we're slaves. That's true. And I wonder, well, I guess I don't wonder. I was going to say, I wonder why a lot of us, our history got lost to us because of fear. Well, a lot of Africans say we aren't pure, so we aren't African Americans. Well, I don't give a damn what the Africans say. They can't tell me who and what I am. But a lot of the African people that I know, they don't feel that way. Over my times of traveling, I've been to Kenya, I've been to Mogadishu, I've been to Somalia, I've been to Egypt. I've had pen pals from the Ivory Coast of Ghana. I've met a lot of South Africans, like from Johannesburg, things like that. Back home in St. Louis is a large African community. And I have been blessed to not know one African who did not consider me their sister. Not one. I don't know if they said it, they didn't say it to my face, but in my face, they have always welcomed me as my sister. I was at, where was I at? One of my travel videos. Oh, I was going up to Keena school. And I was at this old raggedy ass hotel up there by her school. And the dude was a real bitch to me. I thought he was Middle Eastern. I wasn't sure where he's from, but just from looks, I considered him to be Middle Eastern. I didn't know. But he was a real bitch to me. And I was going to write my little nasty review. I still wrote a little nasty review on the hotel and everything. But the next morning when I got up to go check out, he said, he apologized to me. And he was like, we as sisters and brothers, we got to stick together. And I was like, I'm so surprised he calling me his sister. And so then we got into a conversation about where he was from. I want to say he was from, damn, I can't think of where he's from. Where the hell is Gaddafi from? Wherever Gaddafi was from, I think that's where he was from. There's something with an L. I can't think. Whatever. Because like he was telling me how we claim how the Middle East is being claimed as part of Asia. And I don't know, for like when I grew up as a child, Libya, yes, it was Libya, Anna. When I grew up as a child, say I like being called black too because Africa is a continent. The Moroccos, I met a Moroccan on a plane that was like, a lot of the Moroccans are kind of more brown skin, like in the middle tone with the real fine hair, like more like Indian texture hair, but some of it curly. But I met one on the plane that was like super, super charcoal, but he had the long straight hair. And I don't know what it was. Like, I'm a hugger. Hey, Von D, I didn't even see you in the building. I want to thank you for my super chat too. He came up to me in the airport and just gave me a hug. Cause he was like, I was the first sister that he had seen in the airport. Lord, wait a minute, I done missed somebody being nasty. Just to say, I prefer Candace, aka Queen Mother, BKA Miss Hambricks if you're nasty. Miss Hambricks if you're nasty. Oh my goodness. Oh, so tackle. Y'all know y'all silly. All right. So yeah, I think that's because we are so separated from but like I said, I think because of the fear of slavery, the fear of execution, those stories weren't passed down to generations about where we came from. And even then, where we came from as slaves, hell, the people who colonized us and enslaved us changed the names of the countries from which they came from to start with. So they may have came from, I'm going to make up a name, a Boomaloo. Shit, you know what I'm saying? And when they came here to America, now Boomaloo was called Nigeria. But it was called Boomaloo back in the day. So, I don't know, like passing down those stories, they just didn't get to us. Our generation of people, I'm going to say from the 40s on, like we didn't have much of a story told to us at all. Like my great grandmother, she wouldn't tell you shit. Like I would try to sit down with her and talk to her. You say I'm from Boomaloo, from Wakanda for life, something. It could have been a totally different name, and then like when they came over here, called it something different. Like Puerto Rico, for example. The people who colonized Puerto Rico called it Puerto Rico because it was considered to be a rich port. That's basically what Puerto Rico means. But Puerto Ricans call it Puerto Rica. You know what I'm saying? So it was a whole different name from the people who actually inhabited the place to what the people who colonized it called. So even if our ancestors were able to pass it down, the names wouldn't connect to what we know of Africa today. I know Africa has, I got an African map that's from, I want to say it's from 1679. And it has like the names of the original names of the African countries that were there. And that was one of the things I was mentioning when we was talking about the guy from Libya, how they were saying that the Middle East, they consider that to be Asian. I remember growing up in high school that those countries was part of Africa. And now when I look at the map geographically, Africa, look, I got a chip out the side of it. And I'm like, when the fuck did that happen? Then now they have the Middle East and that's not part of Africa anymore. But if you buy a plane ticket there, your plane ticket gonna say you're going to Africa. So, I mean, to this day, you buy a plane ticket in 2019 to those countries, to the Middle East, your plane ticket is gonna say you're going to Africa. You're still gonna have to get the same shots if you was going to Nigeria, to Bali, whatever. Not Bali. Bali is not Africa. It's Mali. If you was going there, you got to get them same shots that you got to get to the Middle East, and your plane ticket to the Middle East is gonna say Africa. But so I don't know when the hell that they start calling it Asia. So many things, you're right, so many things get lost in translation. Oh man, I hated them air gun shots, man. Let me go back. Our history started long before slavery, way before slavery. I'm cool with a lot of people from Somalia and Somaliland and Ethiopia and Cameroon and all that. I'm just chill. Okay, so Justice Hamburgs. Okay, the people that you cool with from Somalia and all them, do they not consider you to be African? Like everybody I knew from Somalia. I lived over there for 4 months. Everybody I knew from Somalia, they actually, let me make a correction. They considered us to be sisters and brothers, depending on your skin color. The lighter you were, they called you, if they called you Deef, which is DEF, which basically means that you had white blood in you. But they didn't like separate you. I think like in a lot of the West Indian countries, a lot of the ones I know, they called you a Dougla because they said you were one without a nation. I think that's what, if I remember, if I'm pronouncing it right, they said it was one without a nation, but I think it's pronounced Dougla. So yeah, Naughty Girl, I know you in here because I think you're from the West Indies, if I'm not mistaken. Is that a term that you're familiar with if you're still in here? Ty, not that, did you get your passport? Did you see your boy Ty? His manager got arrested. You know what's funny, Ty? I've never heard that either. I think you were singing it one day. Did you have your passport? Did you get your shots? I have never heard that. That must have been one of the spoofs that they had did off of R. Kelly or something. And I never heard that before. So, oh no. But yeah, Justice, any of the people that you know from Somalia, what do they consider you? Do they consider you to be kinfolk, you know? Oh, that was him? Really? Oh, wow. I ain't never heard that before, girl. So yeah, I don't know, but every African person I know. Oh, y'all see something? Y'all see this little light back there? Y'all see that? I bought a sign. This was supposed to be a sign. Ty, let me show you how big this sign is. I bought a sign for my channel. It's supposed to be My Twisted Lyf TV in the background. This is it here, y'all. And that's my little microphone because it matched my little Yeti mic or whatever. This mug is smaller than my damn hand. This was supposed to be a big ass sign. And then when you plug it in, y'all can see it back in the corner here. When you plug it in, it's supposed to light up, right? You see that light up? It will only stay lit if my finger's in front of it. Move ahead. Right there. That's 2 inches from it. It cut off. Get that there. So yeah, they kind of threw off the. So if it ain't plugged in, I'm so mad at them. Like I bought this sign. This is supposed to be already neon. It's supposed to be like when you see it like what's the word? You know, on the radio people, when they got the on-air sign, that's what this was supposed to be like. And this, my hand, it fits inside the palm of my hand. It's cute, though. It's cute. I can't even use it as a nightlight, though, because I was like, I thought about I was going to give it away on the channel as a gift thing since it didn't fit my needs. And I was like, okay, well, they have a little My Twisted Lyf nightlight, but it don't light up when you're not by it. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. Maybe I find some way to adapt it or find another one. So I sit and listen to understand them without biased judgment. Their opinion of me is based on hours of communication. I guess, yeah. Yeah, well. I mean, like on a one-on-one basis, yeah, that's typical. When you communicate with people on a one-on-one basis, then they will form an opinion about you. But 9 times out of 10, when you still waiting on the My Twisted Lyf t-shirt. I don't even know where it's at right now. I still got to get, I'm going to end up, somebody told me not to use Teespring. If y'all know any reason why not to use Teespring, somebody said something like being racist or what have you. I don't know what the issue is with Teespring, but I was going to put them on Teespring because Teespring allows me to send in my logo to them and then they make the shirts for me. So I don't have to hold any inventory and then people can just order through Teespring through my little link. So if y'all got any knowledge of why you shouldn't use Teespring, let me know. Because as of right now, that's the route I'm going. That's all I got to do is send them the image that's on my shirt. I might even send them this image too. Because I do kind of like that with a little microphone. I might send them this image too. And then get some My Twisted Lyf t-shirts. Teespring uses GMOs. Is that what the hell people mad about because they use GMOs? Overall, they think Black American women are uncultured and daft. Oh, and unintelligent and lazy and entitled and overly feminist. That's what the Somali people, you know. Okay. Interesting. That's Ty, you could have been for real, because you know people have any reason to stop using the company. Like I told y'all before, in my travels, people was telling me not to use Airbnb because Airbnb is racist. And I was like, how the fuck is Airbnb as the company racist? They not the ones that select the houses. It's the people who got the house. They the ones selective. And they could tell you yes or no if they want you living in their shit. It's their damn house. So if they racist as fuck and they don't want a black person to come live there, then why the fuck you mad at, why the fuck you want to stay there? That's what I would be tripped off of. But, so yeah, I can't remember. Ty gonna make me cry. You say, oh, Kelly is a silent partner with Teespring. You say Airbnb is not racist. I don't think that they are either, but people was telling me not to use them. I have loved my Airbnb stays. I've only had one issue with Airbnb. This lady who approved me canceled on me. Now she did give me my money back, but she canceled on me because she found another family that was going to stay longer. I think they was going to stay like 1 or 2 days longer. So it made her more money to book the space and time to them. And we was like, had a few days left before our trip. And that's the only issue that I've had. But as far as like just me meeting random people on Airbnb, black, white, Asian, Latina, whatever, I ain't had no issue booking from anybody. Other than the one lady who told me that she was doing it for over money. Yeah, no, I love being Airbnb. When I first moved here, I thought about getting Airbnb instead of getting in that hotel. But we wasn't sure about like where we were gonna work as far as me and Keena driving back and forth, so we stayed at the hotel. Teespring doesn't even produce in the spring. Only summer and fall. That must be where what's her name? Sheree from Real Housewives. She must be using Teespring to get her summer fall joggers out. Okay, Justice, you said you had good business with Teespring too. So I think I'm gonna use Teespring because I know I could send them, I could make my own design. I could send it to them and they will put it on the shirt for me. My only concern is like the quality of the shirt, because I don't want them to be sending my people no booty ass, thin ass shirts. It's gonna shrink up when you wash them. It's gonna fade the image gonna peel. So far, I haven't heard anybody complain, but that's my biggest concern. So yeah, other than that, I think I'm gonna use Teespring. It keeps the inventory out of me. I ain't gotta worry about trying to send off nobody's stuff to them. So shirts coming, they coming. I'm thinking of some other designs. I'm trying to get, I can't do the Thug Life. I would love to do Thug Life. Yeah, I use all the free outlets online. Even for my children's books, I use CreateSpace. Wait a minute, Justice Hamburg, you got children's books? And you know CreateSpace is gone. CreateSpace, Amazon is shutting down CreateSpace. So they had a message on there back in October that if you have books on CreateSpace, you need to start moving them over to Amazon Kindle because they're getting rid of CreateSpace. Amazon own both companies. And they rolled out a lot of beta programs with Amazon. So you can get proofs of your book now, stuff like that. So yeah, if you got your book still on CreateSpace, you need to go check your Amazon account because they put a message up back in October to move your stuff over to Amazon Kindle because CreateSpace is going away. You said something about Somali's hair. Somalis have softer hair texture than West Africa. Depends on where you at. Because Moroccans' hair is just as soft textured as Somalians, I think. Madagascar, some of the inhabitants there, hair is just as kinky as other places. It depends on where you at. I gotta go shower. Joe stank itself. Had a long day. Leaving your stream running just in case you're still going. I'm gonna be done at 9. I gotta check the time too, because I gotta go pick up Keena. Oh, it's 9 now. It is 9 o'clock now. I gotta go pick up Keena from work. So I just want to thank y'all for being here with me. Ty, thank you so much. Von D, who ain't saying shit else in the damn stream since he gave me that super chat. Thank you, Von D. I made what I expected and already still on Amazon, so I ain't mad. It was a free little project. Yeah, just but no, the transition is real easy. Once you go on there, it'll tell you to move your book. It's click a button. You click a button, and then it transfers your book over to Amazon Kindle. And then the payment system is different than CreateSpace. You actually can make more money on Amazon Kindle. You can give out more free projects on Amazon Kindle. So yeah, it's really just a click of a button. Girl, Keena was like, yes, girl, 9:30. I don't want to leave her stranded. Again, y'all know I done did it once. So I thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, this is just a random ass stream because I didn't do one last time. And next time I'm gonna probably have my hair actually flat iron. I got to go to work tomorrow, but I'm off work Monday. Moroccans are white once they become a citizen. Linnell, I don't know what you mean by that. What you mean once they become a citizen? If you born there, are you saying that if you go to Morocco and then you have to become a citizen, they consider you white? Because if you born there, you ain't got to become a citizen. You already are a citizen. Animations, what's going on? I'm about to sign off. Thank you, Tracy. I'm so glad Tracy is back too. Tracy got her channel up and popping. Yeah, we have more next chat. I plan on doing a chat the first of every month. Citizen in the United States. Oh, Moroccans are considered white once they become a citizen in the United States. Yeah, the United States Census bureaus, they if you ain't black, African American, black, Latino, you're white. That's basically what the Census Bureau say. I wish I could take this live in my car, but I can't because it's dark outside and I already know how it'll be. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate y'all. Animations, we gonna catch you on the next time. And Ty, I will see you on Sunday. Yeah, look at the job application. They have so limited things on the job application. Black, white, and then they say Latino, non-black. They want to make sure that you don't consider yourself to be black, you know, because like some Cubans consider themselves. Oh, MOHD, Nazim Fin. I don't know how you pronounce that all together, but hey. Thank you so much, y'all. What you got to say? I'm going to give you, wait a minute, hold up. What's the time? It's 9:02. I can go for 3 more minutes because it takes me 25 minutes to get the Keena job. So what you got to say, real? What's up? Don't say it. But yeah, the Census Bureau and the job application, they give you so limited. They Native American, black, white, Latino, non-black. That's basically how they break it down. Hey, Light Shenanigans, what's going on? Nothing, just add to the time. Animations real like to come in and make you stay here. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. So yeah, did my clock just stop? It say North Africa is white Morocco. The crazy thing is like so you call it CPS on me. Keena 21 now. That's why she was gonna get snatched in the throat yesterday. But if you go to Africa, a lot of Asian people that are moving to Africa, they are being classified as black people. They want to be classified as black. And I was gonna look into that to find out, like, cause a lot of people, a lot of hoteps like to say we Asiatic, and I really want to know the connection to why they consider us Asiatic, or is that just a term they use? Hey, I want to go back. I have, like I said, I've lived in parts of Africa before, and I lived there mainly because of the military. But when I did my ancestry DNA, Ivory Coast, Ghana, and Senegal was my 2 highest African connections. Like my ancestry said I was 86% African, and then it listed all the other countries. Say, Keena, no, that girl ain't ordering no Uber. She ain't got no money. It costs us $25 to get from her job to her. She, trust me, she gonna wait on me to come pick her up. She'd pay me the gas, the $2 in gas to get there. Damn, I forgot what I was talking about. Been trying to get youth sports there. But real, do you have your passport? Yeah, get your passport. Get your passport, and I would recommend, if you have a college near you, go to that college, whether you're a student or not, go through their international studies department and get you a passport. It's a lot cheaper than if you go to the post office and try to do it, because the post office charges you extra fees. Or if you do it on your own, go to Walgreens, get you that little picture, mail in the application yourself on your own. That's how I did mine both times that I had mine renewed. But yeah, so I think like the rest of my 14% of my ancestry said that I was from the Middle East, like Afghanistan and Pakistan and stuff like that. But like I told y'all before, when I was growing up, all them countries was part of Africa in the first place. And then I had 4% of Irish. And when I traced back my Irish history, still black people. Which is like, when I said I had Irish, people was like, oh, you white, you European. No, my Irish ancestors, they were still black. I mean, like the black people was all over the world. We were sprinkled all over the place. Sprinkle me, baby, sprinkle me. So yeah, let me get the hell off here, because I'm late and then I'm gonna blame it on y'all. 9:05. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all being here. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night.